Hi guys, back again. Today I'm going to make a skater skirt. If you're in the UK, we're experiencing some really lovely hot weather. It might be a little bit too hot, but it's better than the rain. So I've seen loads of young ladies wearing these skater skirts. They're really cute and they suit all sizes, so I thought I'm going to try and make one. Very simple, very ineffective, and they're good for young girls. If you haven't got much money, they're very simple to make. So okay, so we've got a metre of jersey fabric. Probably cost about £4. We won't use the whole metre. What I've done to gauge the length is I've literally just measured it from where my waist is to the length that I want. So literally I've just got material and I've measured it. This is a really rough way of doing it, but it does work, because I've made one before. So I measured the length that I wanted, and then I literally just folded the material in half. So that was my length, including the waistband, and I folded the material in half, and then I folded it in half again, so it's into quarters. Okay, just even it out, and then literally what we're going to do is we're going to use string, tie it around the pen, and we're going to draw a semicircle so that we get a nice curve from the one end to the other. So this is where we use the string, and literally I've just tied it around the pen, and I'm just going to hold the string at the corner so it meets the end, and then I'm just going to draw a line all the way around, and then you should get your curve and it will make a perfect line. If you don't want to get pen on the material, if you just press on it quite hard, it leaves a line, and then that's what we're going to use to cut our materials. So I'm just following the indent that I've made. It's a really basic way of getting the curve, but it actually works. So I'm just following that indent. As I said, you can actually draw on it, but I just didn't really want to have pen marks. You can actually use fabric chalk, which is the proper thing you should use. And then I'm just cutting it all the way to the end. Okay, so we've got our, that will be our hemline, and then for our waistband I've got 2-inch elastic. To measure waistband, literally just put it around your waist, pull it a little bit so it is a bit tight, and literally just where it feels comfortable, mark it, and you just give it a cut. Cut it about 1 inch longer, because obviously you're going to sew them together, and then to get the right length that you want, you fold it in half and then in a quarter again, and then where they meet, so the corners meets there and there, that's where you cut. So literally I'm just going to put a snip there and do the same on that side. And then that's just my right cut. Right, so we're starting to get the gist of the skirt. Now we're going to do the waistband. So we've got our waistband cut here, and I'm literally just going to wrap the material over the elastic and literally just pin it there. And then I'm just going to sew along the bottom underneath the elastic, because you obviously don't want to sew on the elastic because then it won't be elastic. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew the elastic together, and then I'm going to pin it onto the hem of the skirt and then sew that. Right, so we have our waistband sewn, and so now I'm just going to sew the waistband into the skirt. So literally all I'm going to do is leave a say maybe a 1 centimetre gap, fold it over, and I'm going to pin it. Pins. You can hem it if you want to, but I'm just going to pin it and then sew it. So literally I've just folded it over and then I'm going to pin there. I'm going to do that all the way around. Okay, so I've pinned the waistband on. Does look a bit messy at the moment, but when I sew it then you'll see the gist of it. So I'm literally just going to sew just underneath the waistband, just there, all the way around, and then the waistband will be sewn in. Okay, so now I've sewn the waistband in, and all I've done is literally fold it over, as I've said, and I've just stitched it all the way around, and I'm going to turn it the right way. You can hem the skirt if you want to. I actually think, as it's jersey fabric, it's not actually going anywhere, so I'm not going to bother, and there it is.